Hey guys, Dr. 5 here with episode number 47 of the My Player Career Mode. Last episode was a shorter one, this one is going to be a much longer one. Going over the plans, the real plans for EAFC 24 Career Mode on this channel. We had some plans a couple of weeks ago, now they are concrete because obviously originally we wanted to do Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest then went and made I don't know how many signings, and it kind of ruined it for me. I felt like I wouldn't be able to put my own stamp on the team because they had signed so many players. Obviously I still could, but I didn't really fancy it. So we've switched from Nottingham Forest to Brentford. I wanted to go for a team that realistically within the first 2-3 seasons could be pushing for the Europa League. I think the quality of the Brentford team is at that level. I think that hopefully on the game they've made it so that Ivan Toney does come back into the squad in January, like he's set to in real life, and he's not like blacklisted from the game because of the betting incident. If he is, we'll come to that when we get there, but hopefully they've grown up really, instead of taking him fully out of the game like they did on FIFA this year. Hopefully they kind of implement the rules and whatnot. Other than him, there's a nice squad around him, and Bermu to build around, Jensen, Norgard. Obviously I think I would probably stay as Thomas Frank. I'd probably use his actual in-game player manager face, if they have the actual face scan. I don't think they have it on FIFA 23, so if they have it on EAFC we'll use him. If not, we'll just create our own manager. They've got their real stadium, they're in the Premier League, they're close enough squad wise to being a Europa League level team, and I think there's a nice foundation to build from with this Brentford team. And yeah, this starting career mode is always going to be one of the longer ones we do. We normally do 3, 4, maybe pushing 5 seasons. But I want to make this a really long career mode. One of the longer ones we've ever done on the channel. I think West Brom was the longest we've done on the channel. I think that was 72 episodes. But I'd like to keep this save going for a while. Maybe moving jobs halfway through. Sometimes that kind of ruins the save, sometimes it makes it more fun, but I want to do some things I've never done on that Brentford save, breaking records, winning record amount of trophies and all that kind of stuff, so that'll be fun. So that's manager career mode, done and dusted. Only took us 3 minutes, but that's done and dusted. As for player career mode, we are going to do, I think, multiple of these this year. We're going to kind of have quick, fast seasons, like maybe one season per episode, something like that. So then we can kind of have different stories with different players in different positions. But we're probably going to start with striker, and we are going to start outside of the top leagues. So whether that be Eredivisie, like this year, where we start with PSV, maybe a Feyenoord or an Ajax, or maybe even one of the lower down Eredivisie teams, get the move to a bigger Eredivisie team, then get the move to the rest of Europe. League, I can't remember what it's called. Liga NOS, I don't know if it's still called that, Portuguese league. We did Benfica this year. Same premise as what I just said. Benfica or Porto. I don't want to, no, sorry. Sporting or Porto, I don't want to do the same teams really. Until maybe we get to the bigger clubs, when it's kind of impossible maybe to play for another team. But if we can avoid it, I'd like to play for different teams throughout. Or we can go completely different, and we could start in the MLS with Messi at Inter Miami, or start at some team in Saudi Arabia with maybe with Ronaldo, maybe with Mitrovic at Al Hilal, I think he's playing for, or one of these other Saudi teams. Kind of have a reverse of what's happening in real life, where the older players go over to Saudi. will be a younger player starting in Saudi, coming through, trying to break into Europe. I think that'll be a fun one. That might be one we look to do later down the line. Like I said, with the different positions and countries that the players are from, maybe we'll do it down there. But that's the plan for right now. That is what we are going for. So Brentford for the manager career mode, and Portugal, Eredivisie, or MLS Liga NOS, something like that. We're not going to start in the top 5 league, basically. So yeah, that'll be fun. And that's the plans right now for EAFC 24. It is 10 days away. Early access is 10 days away through the pre-order or the Ultimate Edition or whatever, something like that. Comes out on the 22nd. We'll also be trying out maybe a Ultimate Team series around a player, maybe one of the new icons or one of the older icons or something like that, like an RTG player career mode. That'll be fun. Haven't decided on a player yet, but maybe we'll do a player that I liked growing up through an icon, or maybe we'll do a player I like right now in one of the current players, and we'll kind of upgrade his card as he gets more throughout the year. Maybe we use a female player. Maybe we use a Sam Kerr to glory or something like that. But I'll think about that over the next few days. Get back to you on that one. As for right now, let's return to the gameplay, because we are absolutely cooking at Real Madrid, playing so well. Just got a hat-trick here against Malmo in the Champions League. Match day 8 in La Liga. We've still just suffered the one defeat to Athletic Bilbao. No, it's not Athletic, Sevilla. We're playing Athletic Bilbao now. Sevilla in the previous episode. So things are looking good, but we do go 1-0 down because of a strike through. Are we assuming he's a Basque player? He has to be a Basque player because he's playing for Bilbao. But yeah. Whatever, whatever. I just completely lost my train of thought. What's going on? Right. This season obviously is going to be our last season with Real Madrid in the My Player in FIFA 23. Our final ever FIFA career mode is this My Player. Now, I'm probably going to finish this maybe on the 20th or the 19th, 20th to have a little break, start EAFC, bang. So that is why today's episode is 19 minutes long. It's 2 episodes put into one, basically, to get the deadline. Basically, I don't want to have any overhang. I don't want to be uploading FIFA 23 videos when EAFC is out, if that makes sense. So we're gonna get this career mode out as quickly as possible, daily. Some of them might be bulk double episodes like this. Majority of them will probably just be normal length episodes, about that 9-10 minute mark. Yeah, simple. Like I said, keep it simple. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. But this game here against Bilbao, it's been a difficult one. It's probably been our worst game in a Madrid shirt so far. Even in that game against Sevilla, we didn't play too bad, but this game I haven't been able to control the game like we have in all the other games, until we played a lovely through ball here to Vinicius Junior, and he slots it into the back of the net, makes it 3-2, and this is where we kind of get the confidence back in ourselves. As 8 minutes remaining, we call for the ball on the edge of the box. We're going to take it down in our stride, find some space, shoots, and it almost goes in, but the save does fall to Diogo Jota to make it 4-2 to ourselves. And just like that, things are looking in our favour. The midfield changed. The switch from striker at PSG to right wing at Man City to now centre mid at Real Madrid. It's been a bit of a fun one, really, because obviously we're playing centre mid, but we're still playing like we're a striker because we're playing for Real Madrid and we have the ability to do so. If we were playing for a Bilbao, if we were playing for Benfica, like in the beginning of our career, we wouldn't really be able to drive as far forward as we are here with Real. But because we've got a great defence behind us, we've got Tchouaméni, and obviously Neves, who is the other centre mid alongside ourselves, he's not going to get as far forward as us. So we're kind of effectively playing like a 4-2-4 or maybe a 4-2-3-1. I'm playing more as a cam than a centre mid. But Diogo Jota continues his fine goal scoring form. He's scored, I think, his top goal scorer in La Liga so far right now. Obviously, because we've moved to centre mid, goal scoring is not our aim anymore. Even though we still do it, we still score a lot of goals. We're still on free kicks, we're still on penalties. We just let Jota, let Rodrigo, let Vinicius Junior, we let them do the goal scoring. We'll pick up the assists. We'll pick up the running, the sprinting, the box to box midfielder that we are. And you can see here, look, we're back defending. Get it away, find ourselves. We'll chest that one down. We'll hold it off. Hold off a man brilliantly, should I say? Maybe a foul there. Probably should have been. Referee should have blown his whistle. He wasn't watching, and they do score. We give away the ball. They score. That's our fault. That's on us. But 15 minutes remaining in this one. A chance goes their way again, but we're going to hit them. And this is like classic Real Madrid football, on the counter-attack, fast-paced, and we're going to finish the ball. We're in the best area. Jota dropped a bit deeper. We overlapped. We scored. And we hit the Cristiano Ronaldo at the Bernabeu in front of the Real Madrid fans. It's what you do. It's what you do. Our idol, Cristiano Ronaldo. Not to say in real life, I'm more of a Messi fan in real life, but I can respect people that like Ronaldo. I can see why people like Ronaldo. The aesthetic of Ronaldo is much nicer than Messi, if that makes sense. Obviously, Messi plays nicer on the pitch, the way he dribbles and floats and glides through the pitch, but Ronaldo is more aesthetically pleasing looking footballer. And he is, if you were to, Ronaldo's like if an American was to design a footballer, I think they'd look like Ronaldo, if that makes sense. He's got the power, he's got the strength, he's got the pace, he's got the jumping, he's got the everything that Americans like in their athletes, in their NBA players, in their American football players. Whereas Messi is what I think the what a kind of football, and a European or a South American football fan would design the perfect footballer. They design someone maybe more like Messi because he's smaller, he's more nimble, he's more dribble focused than someone like Ronaldo. I think that makes sense. It makes sense to me. I've just thought of that whilst recording this, so it could be just pure waffle. Yeah, it made sense to me. Here though, against Girona, we've been on a good run. We just beat Porto in the Champions League, taking a penalty, and then we go and score a free kick in the next game here against Girona. It's our first one, I think, since the goal against Marseille at PSG. So we've had all these free kicks. I've tried audacious long free kicks outside the boots, all this, and then a nice little one just arrives to us on the edge of the penalty spot, and we just perfectly hit the crossbar and it goes in. Lovely finish from ourselves. And like Ronaldo, maybe our free kicks aren't so consistent, but 25 minutes in, it's 3-0 here against Girona. We've absolutely ran away with this one. Similar to the game against Malmo earlier in the episode, we absolutely just ran away with it in the first half. Took it more chill in the second half, and took home all 3 points without really any strain. You see how many shots I had there. I'm loving the long shots from long range. As we come into this game against Celta Vigo, I want to get through the season quicker, so we are using the highlights a bit more than before. But we missed a penalty to start it off. Not the best, but we do go and score a nice tidy little finish to redeem ourselves just a few minutes later. And this game, actually, we did pretty good this game. We did quite nicely as we go into the second half, charging at them, We don't want to pass, we don't want to do anything, and then bang. Second goal of the game. We were drawing at that point, but you know how athletic and strong and quick we are, and we make decisions. We're a pretty selfish player, actually. You can't have as many goals as we have in this My Player without being a selfish player. We do go and secure the hat-trick in the 76th minute. Another hat-trick in today's episode. One in the Champions League, one in the league, both of which coming from central midfield. It's just the type of player we are. You've never seen a central midfielder score as many goals as we do. Picking up another match ball. I don't even know how many match balls we'd have in our whole career so far. Probably, don't even want to put a number on it. I'm not too sure, actually. But, yeah. I'd say 15 maybe. 15, 16. Maybe even more than that. I'm not 100%. But coming to this one against Osasuna, it's another one where they're not a strong team. They're a team we should be beating if we want to be winning La Liga. And that is exactly what we're doing. 4 minutes in. Nice ball across the face of goal. Tucked home by Vinicius Junior. And he actually has picked up form because near the beginning of the season, well, I know we're only in episode 2, but these past few games he's been scoring a lot more alongside the likes of Rodrigo and Jota. He's keeping pace with them. Didn't start off as quick as they did, but he's definitely picked up the goal scoring pace and he's matching them in terms of the goal contributions and whatnot. But we do, in this one, unfortunately, have a 2-2 draw after using the highlights feature. It's not always nice to you using the highlights feature, but you live and you learn. And especially learnt that at Juventus, I think it was. That's where we got punished the most by that one. But here against Porto, in the reverse fixture back at the Bernabeu, we won the previous one at the Dragao. This one we go 1-0 up. But once again, the highlights feature, we lose 2-1. We did pick up Player of the Month, so that is going to be our first one here at Real Madrid. Player of the Month for the month of October. And after this long episode, we're finally coming into the final game of this one as we look through the dressing room, see all the quality players we have in our disposal. We're taking on Real Vallecano in the league. We're top of the league right now. We're actually looking pretty comfortable at the top, and if we continue to score goals like this, continue to provide assists for Vinicius and Rodrigo and Jota and all of these other players, we should win the league quite comfortably, actually. Similar to at PSG. It was pretty comfortable. We didn't start off the best, but it was pretty comfortable in the end. Here, we've started off well. It's comfortable at the beginning. Hopefully it remains comfortable throughout, and we can maybe more focus on the Cups and on the Champions League, because I do want to win the treble in this final season, because I think that'll be a nice achievement to end off the My Player. We are 2-0 up here against Vallecano, and in My Player it's risky having these types of leads because you're not controlling all the players, so anything can happen. Any momentum can switch and change, but with Vinicius Junior scoring quality goals like that, making it 3-0 to ourselves, into the dying minutes of this game, we're still on the attack, we're still charging forward, even though we're 3-0 up. We just want to create chances, score goals, and put smiles on the Real Madrid fans' faces. But a chance is going to come to Vallecano here as they charge through on goal. They've got a man free on this space. Maybe I should have been marking him. Maybe I wasn't tracking back. I'll admit that. But the game is going to end a 3-1 victory. That is going to be it for today's episode as well. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.